Thank you
It,
very much.
it's so nice to see you in this setting. I know we've gotten a chance to work together and have conversations with other life coaches, but we've not gotten a chance to really get to know each other. Tell me a little about you, Lilia.
Well, I born in Mexico, Mexico City, and I came to the States about 27 years ago. So I like photography. Well, that's one of my passion, photography. But I started having like exhibits in New York, in Chicago, Mexico. Here I have here in California. But it was something that I didn't want to turn it into an income or a job, because it is photography is very special for me. So I just decided to not to turn it into kind of work. But when I go places, I just enjoy taking photos, and I like gardening. I do in every house I have, I leave a garden.
Wow.
I leave a little piece of me in every house that I've been, and this will be the third house.
You know, it's so amazing. I listen to you and have again having worked with you and conversations. I love that you're a woman that follows her passions and
Yes,
definitely, have had different passions throughout your life. And now, we need to have this conversation about what you're doing now and this new passion that I know that you've been doing for a while now. So tell us what made you choose relationship coaching?
well, one of the thing is because as a single mother, I was taking many classes. I've been in the wellness industry for a long time. My daughter born with an illness, and so I she needed different kind of treatments, and that required for me to learn to do it myself. And that took me from one area to another. So I became a personal trainer, a aerobics instructor. I have nutrition background, hydrocolon therapist, you name it, you
Wow.
name it. So coaching, it was a way to put everything under a big umbrella. So I'm very happy that I was able to taste the water, because but everything is under the wellness, body, mind, and spirit.
It's
So
amazing.
that's
Life does that, right? It presents us with these obstacles, and that helps guide, what we end up doing in life.
yes, yes. And also, okay, relationship. Why relationship? Because coming from emotional darkness for decades, do the and I was so deep into the murky waters that I attempt against my life twice. So coming from the person that it was literally, I felt like it was no hope for me. I feel helpless. I feel invisible. I feel uh, like I didn't belong to this world. So it was very deep. But also, once, like, I was sick and tired, those moments that you constantly hear. Well, I have that moment. I have the moment like I wanted to throw up. And I said, you know what? No, life, it has to be something else. I guess when I was acting like that, when I was thinking, when I was feeling like that, and I really, really wanted to know what is to be in the other side. What is to be loved? What is to be? I wanted so badly. So when I took my decision, then I went to transformation. So it wasn't easy. It wasn't fun. But if I have to do it again, I will do it again. And but now I know what is to be in the other side. I the experience the way I'm experiencing love right now with my partner is amazing. We laugh together, we hold hands together. It's like I'm in a teenager and for 10 years, because I mean it's like uh it's like a I mean, don't take it wrong. I mean, he's half Italian and half Argentinian, and I'm Mexican. So when we argue, but we argue in a way that is at the end we're laughing. We are laughing. So the majority of arguments end like you kidding, right? And yeah, so I have a amazing relationship with my daughters. I did things that I never did in my life. I started my career as a coach. You know, the 2020 was for me the year of creation. I
Wow.
participate in the collaborator book with another amazing coaches. I did my master. I mean, I went all the way as far as I was able to go. So I know what it feels to be in the dark, the transformation, and how it is to sustain my dream life.
And that's really what is the success of most coaches, is because they've been there, right? They've experienced, that part that they need to heal in themselves in order to guide others heal, right? Or
Yes.
transform. What is it that you help people transform?
Well, uh, I know that we don't like this, but the thing is, transforming is the main part is that my clients will find just the way I did to find the true self.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because in the true self, we're born with such a beautiful, like a beautiful being. We are beautiful souls.
Yeah.
But in the middle of this darkness, we are not able to see that. So we expect other people to come and shine our with a light to our lives, when we can be the light and shine people's life. So that's the first job. The second is like for them to see their gifts, their power, because every human being, I'm telling you, they have power. They have such a beautiful power to do practically whatever they want. I just guide them to find the power. I guide them to see how valuable person they are. And another part is to identify their limiting beliefs,
Hmm.
which is the false beliefs. Like I was under the impression, and I find out this through my coaching sessions with my personal coach that I have for 3 years, that rejection, I suffer from rejection big time, and that really uh, was affecting my relationships with everybody. But I didn't know that was coming from since I was a child. So that was a limiting belief.
Hmm. Hmm.
That limiting belief came and it create a false, like something that didn't exist. And at the end, I gave permission to be here. So by finding that limiting belief and many other ones, I was able to change my life. So I want the same thing from my clients, that they know that they have the right to be here, that they know that they have the right to be loved, that they know that they have the right to live their dream life. And and another very important piece is like is stop the game blame them, because we blame ourselves, we blame our partners, we blame the mother, the father, the aunt, the sister. It doesn't matter. So that's so we make room for the new you, and also that um, unblock the energy, because by not forgiving we are attached with the through to energy to so many people, circumstances. So that's what I do.
It's such an incredible process. I listen to you, and obviously, having gone through the process myself and knowing others, I mean, it's such an incredible voyage and journey. And so to have somebody hold that space for us, like you do is definitely a work that I appreciate. So what do you think would be the outcome for someone that works with you?
Well, definitely they will be happier. They will be, they will know who they are and be proud of it. They will be amazed. Uh, like they will be an emotional state of happiness, which the majority of people they live in the temporary emotional happiness, temporary, which is the external. But the state of happiness is coming from within, and they will be to freely love and to receive love, to give and to receive love with no attachment,
Mhm.
which it was the hardest thing for me to learn. But once I learned it, it's like I don't know, really you just like you turn into a little machine that you want to give love,
Mhm. Mhm.
because there is no attachment in there. There's no manipulation. There is no. Uh, it's just pure. So I really like that, and they will be uh, a flame of love. They are not gonna need nothing external to come and give them love, because they are the love flame.
Yes, it's to be love itself, right?
Yes, exactly.
Get to emit, to radiate that flame like you're talking about, right?
Yes.
When it comes to love. What a beautiful sentiment. My goodness. I'm excited already.
Yeah.
There's so much out there, Lilia. There's obviously, different people that are out there that are, um um wanting to support others, wanting to guide. What makes you different than other coaches, you think?
Well, you know what? Well, okay, I'm gonna tell you. My intuition is one of them. It is a gift. Maybe because it's my love for humanity, my love for broken hearts, and being in the dark side for decades, it made me an expert to smell the sadness, to smell what is in between the lines, to be able to see what is in between the lines, to be able to see like a see-through person. So so that's one of them, my intuition. And the second is, well, I mentioned the love of humanity and the space that I create for my clients. Because when my client is in front of me, I am with them, I am present, and my patient. Patiently give them that space of love and compassion for the unfolding emotions that are going to come. So they know that they are safe to be vulnerable
Oh.
by creating that space.
Oh yeah, I need to sit with you. My goodness. I love
And my personal experience, overcoming rejection, emotional abuse, emotional relationships. And I was in abusive relationships, so I know what is in being there. I know what is to be depressed. I know what is to be hurt, to be ignored. So I know those that I understand them. So that's my personal experience. Well, yeah, that's my personal experience, because no one have the same experience like another person.
yeah.
So
So
yeah.
I think about, my goodness, I would love to, and I'm not joking. I really would love to for you and I to meet and have a session together, because this sounds like something I would love to do. But and I know that all clients are ideal, but what is it that you look for in clients to really have those breakthroughs?
Well, thank you for asking me that, because they have to say yes. They have to say yes. When we say yes, and when we say yes to do different things, even if we are uncomfortable, when we say yes to invest in ourselves, when we really want to see something different changes, we need to be the first person who need to be transformed. So my ideal client is somebody that is ready to invest in themselves. Somebody that even through the process is uncomfortable to be out of the comfort zone. I say, you know what? I'm still here. I'm going for the next action step. So that is very crucial because you can take you can be with the best coach ever,
Yeah.
but if you are not willing to take the steps, nothing is going to change. So that's what I'm looking in my clients. Somebody say yes to themselves.
It's interesting. We were talking about how the process sometimes is two steps forward, one step back, and how it really is about the right time and right place. And in that right time and right place, one has to say yes to yourself, right? Like
Yes.
you said, to invest in that journey wholeheartedly, uh,
Yes.
not just dipping your toes in the tepid water, in the shallow waters, but really be able to do the deep work. And so that's definitely something that's important in order for anybody to be successful on their journey to self-awareness, and to be able to work with any coach. uh,
Yes.
and so that's definitely important to discuss with yourself as you approach coaching with someone, because it is self work, but you're having somebody guide you. And so what a beautiful thing with somebody that knows and is going to have the right tools, which leads me to my next question. What are some of the tools that you use in your coaching practice?
Well, it all depends. Once I get to know the client, everybody uh, they find their way in a different with different techniques. Some of them need this, some of them need different. In general speaking, one of them is my methodology is for everybody. The methodology is the steps that are going to take them to live the life that they want and to meet the relationship that they want, which is that's my goal.
Mhm.
And is 80 steps to have the best relation ever. But that's called blissful, and that's for 6 months. That
Wow.
the program is for 6 months, and but the methodology is visualization is very important. Visualization because some people they like I didn't know what was to have to be in a healthy relationship, but you see in the movies, you see in hear certain songs, but by visualizing, by doing the exercise, I was able to experiment what the person was experimenting, and the brain doesn't know difference
Mhm.
between reality and imagining. And to prove it is if you're watching a TV or listening to a song, you're crying. And if the movie is something that you don't like what is happening, you get upset. And to prove it, I mean, your body start having feelings, emotions.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
start sweating, or you start being angry, or being sad. So, and you're watching, it's just a movie,
Yeah.
but the brain doesn't know the difference between reality and that. So I found visualization is a very, very amazing tool to practice.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I guide my clients to that. Another is mindset, because mindset is the beliefs that is in there. So we find it, we remove them, through different kind of exercises and techniques, and then we install a new powerful belief that is going to be in alignment for what they are looking for. And TCM is a transformational coach method. That's like a laser coaching uh, paradigms, and this another is I want to give you a technical. the technical word, and I know you know this one, neuro emotional system of bioenergetic activation, which is SIA.
No, it's definitely a mouthful, right? And I know when I say it, people are, what are you talking about? But it's really about, understanding, like you were mentioning earlier, right? How, our bodies, does it, when you recall something or you visualize something, the body can't tell the difference whether it's happening or not, right? Because we're having biochemical reactions. And so
Exactly.
the idea behind, SIAB, or the neuro emotional system of bioenergetic activation, is really being able to bring the body back into that space of recognizing, neutralizing that chemical reactions in the body, and then healing, the neurological pathways. And so, I mean, it's a whole system, but everything that people do is doing that, right? Trying to do the reconnections, the neurological reconnections. And while, we talk about energy and we talk about all of these different things, there's definitely a lot of biochemical that's happening in the body to
Yes.
be able to heal, aside from everything else. So
Yes.
um, I definitely know that you and I have both experienced that system and worked with it, and it's definitely been helpful.
Like many times I'm being able to help somebody in one session,
Yeah.
in one session. And, everybody has different times, and
Mhm.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Mine took me 3 years and a half. But you know what? It was, again, decades.
Mhm, mhm.
So I understand.
Yeah.
One problem create another problem, and this problem create another created more problems. And some people, like, they just need something magic happen that allow them to see, I mean, what was stopping them to experience the life that they wanted,
Mhm.
and it make miracles.
Yeah.
So I
The veil
do
is
like
lifted,
that.
right? The veils are lifted, the
Yes, yes,
onion is starting to
yes,
peel, all of the different metaphors that are used throughout
yes,
treatment, right?
absolutely. And then laser coaching because it's necessary, because we have to go under layers and layers and layers and layers until we got to the root of the problem. But my laser coaching is with love and compassion, so they don't feel it so much. So, and of course, they have accountability, support
Mhm.
during our sessions, because they might uh, come, a lot of emotions are gonna come, a lot of because they are awakening memories, and I know it happens to me, so I offer that in between sessions. I like to be with my clients.
That is so wonderful, Lilia. I'm so grateful that we got a chance to have this conversation, to kind of go over some of these questions that I think are important, not only for myself, but for everyone, to really get a chance to know the work that you do, and then the work that they do with anyone. Right? I think that it's our responsibility as, those of us that are forging our way through the journey of life, that we
Yes,
find people that we connect with, that are out there to do what's right with integrity, and who've been there, who've gone through the process. And so thank you so much for the work that you do, Lilia, and all of the things that you and I have gotten to share. I'm very grateful. And so I look forward to your success, and to hearing about your future with the work that you do.
thank you so much. Thank you. And you know what? Living your the dream of your life and your dream career with is such a meaningful way. Like, I just got a text message from a client. I've been working with her for 2 years, but suddenly something clicked. It clicked, and then she was light up, and
Wow.
she started taking such amazing, powerful steps. And the beautiful thing about this is, nobody else changed in your world
Mhm.
but you.
Yes.
But by changing you, then everything looks different.
Yes.
And then there's so many people that get benefit when we get transformed. One person transformation, a lot of people get the benefit.
The world around you changes.
Yeah. So it was amazing being here and being interviewed by you. It made me feel so important, more important than I know I am.
So true. So true.
Thank
We all
you.
need to
Thank you.
hear it and feel it, right?
Yes.
Hopefully we get a chance to do this again, Lilia. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much and best of luck in your future endeavors.
Thank you.